All right, I have a prayer letter I want to read part of. We get enough prayer letters and they all come in lumps. And so once in a while, I'll forget one, and if I do, it's not on purpose, but I can't remember sometimes whose I've read and whose I haven't. We got one from the Posies, and I will post it so you can read the Posey part of it. There's not a lot of information there that we don't already know, and I haven't shared with you out of their last letter, but this part gives us a Magadan update. For Bob's sake, did this church support the Posies when you were here before? Do you remember our missionaries in Alaska? Anyway, we support them, and they at one time were trying to go into Siberia, and back when Russia fell apart, they had to leave, and so on and so forth. They're in Alaska, but they are kind of like a sponsor, or I don't know how the word to use. They have a missionary in Magadan, Siberia, that has a church, and we support them. The problem is they are not free to send out a letter like this to us, and it won't clear the mail. And so he gathers the information and then puts it out for them, including pictures, but it's an undercover type of a church, and we do support them on a monthly basis, and so this is how we find out. There are pictures here. If you can believe it or not, they're in Magadan and they're baptizing people in the river. I hope it's a heated river. Magadan update. During the month of August, they had the privilege of baptizing 3 people. The location where they baptized is a small lake outside the city. As vehicles drove by, some stopped to take pictures. Stoss used a portable loudspeaker so that all could hear the message of redemption and the glory of God during this special service. During the month of September, they had their Thanksgiving service. The focus was upon the topic of gratitude. The emphasis was not just opening upon the material blessings, but upon God Himself for who He is and what He has done for all believers. Also, during the months of August and September, they were able to complete some much-needed repairs to what they call their house of prayer. They don't call it a church. With everything made of concrete, this will help keep the rooms warmer during the sub-zero temperatures through the winter. Their son, Arseniy, A-R-S-E-N-I-Y, is in middle school now, and their oldest daughter, Simona, is in 2nd grade. By the grace of God, they continue homeschooling them, even though there are many challenges. The epidemic situation with COVID-19 in the city of Magadan has worsened during the last 6 months. They have 40 to 50 sick people almost every day. So far, only 25 had died since the beginning of the year. They are thankful that none of the church members have become sick. The situation has affected them because Anya deals with people, that's his wife, who have mental illness and are in a psychiatric hospital. Those working there now have to stay for a period of 2 weeks in order to avoid infecting those patients in the hospital. It has been a difficult time for their family since Anya is now working 2 weeks at a time without being able to come home at all.